Hey, it's Clint from Cranbrook Dodge, used car sales manager here at the dealership, and today we have a 2022 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk Edition. So the Trailhawk Edition is, I would say, arguably, at least in our neck of the woods, the most popular trim level out of all the Cherokees that are available. There's a few things that make it unique. First of all, the Trailhawk trim level is meant to encompass the off-road chops, which is Jeep. And so there's a few things that they give you on the Trailhawk that are unique for that purpose. First of all, you've got these Firestone all-terrain tires. And then if we sort of, I don't know if you can kind of see it there, but and actually the back is similar, but the front end on these is different than what you get in the Sport or in the Limited. For a couple reasons. One, the approach angle is improved by putting a much more sloped front end on there. They do this in the back as well. As you can see, you've got the tow hooks out front. They're done red from factory. All the Trailhawk and Rubicon stuff is done this way. There's a few things on the inside as well. That hood decal is unique to the Trailhawk as well. These wheels are unique to the Trailhawk. The Trailhawk always has painted trim instead of chrome. So you've got the black along the bottom and then the black flares. There's that red tow hook out the back again. And again, a totally unique back end from the Limited or the Sport or the North. I would wager to guess that probably the biggest part of the reason why this is the best-selling trim level of the ones that are available here in our neck of the woods is that just the way that this vehicle looks. I mean, there is obviously the people that are looking to do some off-roading and stuff as well, and I mean, this is the one that you're going to want. But even if that's not really what you're doing with it, it's kind of tough to argue that this is certainly a good-looking car. So, taking a look on the inside here, starting in the back, we've got the controls for the power tailgate here. And what I would say is a decent amount of cargo space back here. Of course, the second row seats go down, and then you've got cargo capacity all the way up to the backs of the front seats. One of the things that you do get that is sort of part of that Trailhawk package as well is they do give you a full-sized all-terrain tire in here for a spare. And then moving up to the back seat, right off the bat, you can see another Trailhawk kind of a trademark with regards to the interior itself. So the interior, it comes in two different variations. This is the sort of leather mesh mix, and then there is a full leather version as well. But the one thing that they both have in common is that you get this red stitching in the seats, which is pretty sharp. This one's got the all-terrain or all-weather mats rather, and what I would consider to be pretty reasonable legroom for a couple of regular sized people. Don't have to just have pets and children back here. You can have 4 adults, well 5 adults I guess, in here relatively comfortably. Now moving up to the front. Starting on the driver's side door, you've got all the typical controls here for windows and locks, as well as your electric mirrors. Speaking of the mirror, you can't, I don't know, it's hard to see in the camera, but there is a little indicator there. It's a triangle that comes on orange when you have somebody in your blind spot. And then moving down to the seat, you've got the controls for your power seats, including lumbar. And then just taking a look at the seat itself, again, we've got that red stitching continuing up here, as you'd imagine, and then furthermore to the embroidery on the seat saying Trailhawk. Super nice interior in these, in my opinion. So we'll just hop into the driver's seat and take a look at some of the features. Starting just to the left of the steering wheel, where you've got the headlamp controls, which are automatic, which means they turn on by themselves at nighttime if you have auto selected. And then in the knob there, you've got the controls for your fog lamps, and then two dials here, one for interior lighting intensity and then the other one for ambient lighting intensity, and then also a button to open and close the rear hatch. There is, as you can imagine, a button on the key fob as well for this. Then moving up to the dash, you can see that we've got 83,320 kilometers on this Jeep at the time of recording this video. And then we've got the upgraded screen there in the center of the instrument panel, which has some things that you can change with regards to what you want displayed there. Right now we've got temperature and compass bearing, but that can be fuel economy and both instant and average, and I don't know, a few different things. Messages, this would be where things like, you know, a low tire warning would be located, or an oil change reminder would be shown. This is what's currently playing on the radio. Your stop-start system, which basically is a feature that all of our vehicles now have, that shuts the engine off when you're at a stoplight, and then resumes the engine when you take off. Trip information, fuel economy, vehicle info, so things like oil life and temperature and so on and so forth. And then back to the beginning where the speedometer is. Moving back, we've got the steering wheel, and then on the left hand side we've got the arrows, which is what I just used to scroll through some of the features in that middle screen on the dash. But then you've also got your Bluetooth and voice recognition found here. And then on the right hand side of the steering wheel, you've got the controls for your cruise control. Moving up to the 8.4-inch screen, we've got your trial of satellite radio playing. Backup camera. Climate controls. And then both front seats, of course, are heated, as well as the steering wheel. There's the controls to defeat your park sensors if you wish. And then some controls to run the climate control, which is dual zone in here with automatic. I actually really like this in all of our vehicles personally, because you just choose what temperature you want it to be, and it runs the air conditioner or the heater and the fan speed to maintain that temperature for you, just like the thermostat in your home. You've got the traction control off, and then also, if you don't like that stop-start technology, and some people don't, you do have the ability to shut that off as well if you like. Moving down, we've got some charging connections and auxiliaries inputs for the radio. The Bluetooth, of course, in this doesn't only just handle phone calls, but it does handle music as well. And then here we've got a knob to control your terrain modes. Rock mode is unique to the Trailhawk. All of the Cherokees have some form of this, but rock is unique to the Trailhawk. One of the things that you get automatically in the Trailhawk as well is this neutral button here, and this can be used to disengage all four wheels, now allowing you to be able to tow this behind a motorhome with all four wheels down. And then on the actual knob itself, so this outside part here is what chooses the different modes that are available, and then these are buttons. Of course, the Trailhawk, as you would expect on an off-road version of the Cherokee, does include four-wheel low, but it also has a rear locker, and then some hill descent controls as well. It's your electric park brake and your automatic transmission. So as I said, I mean, of all the Cherokees that are available, this is for sure the most popular one out of them all. Up where we live here in Cranbrook, BC, in the Kootenays, we are in the mountains here, so off-roading is a fairly typical thing that people do with their vehicles. So I mean, that would certainly be part of the attraction to this, I'm sure, is the ability to do some off-roading if you wish. But I think maybe even a larger component of why it's more popular than the rest is just the look of it. The interior's amazing. The exterior looks great. This particular color, Sting Gray, is probably one of my favorites personally. So I don't know, this one, you can't really go wrong with it. It's just a really, really nice car. So hopefully that gives you an idea what a 2022 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk is all about. If you have any questions about this vehicle in particular that weren't covered in the video, feel free to reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Clint and I'm the used car manager here at Cranbrook Dodge. Of course, we've got some salespeople standing on alert, ready to answer any questions that you have as well, and are more than happy to arrange a test drive for you on this vehicle or anything else that you might be interested in. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.